Hey guys, welcome back. Have an upcoming test here that I'm in the process of planning, and that involves tire shine. So there are hundreds, if not thousands, of tire shine products on the market. And so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to split this up into two different tests, more of the store-bought and then more of the professional or higher end coatings or sprays or something like that. So in the comments, I'd like to hear your thoughts on products that you want to see tested. So of course I'm going to go buy all the store-bought stuff, the Meguiar's, the Mothers, Lucas, all of the stuff that I can buy off the shelf here in the US. So far I've picked up about 25 of those, and most of them being aerosol, because at least here in the US that seems to be the most popular store-bought stuff. If aerosol wasn't available, then of course I picked up the spray. And so that part of it, go buy the products, put them on. Well, all right, so how are we going to quantify and test this stuff in a controlled environment so we can really see what's held up the best? And of course, the other thing is it comes down to personal preference. Do you like a really shiny tire? Do you like a satin finish? Or do you just want it protected against UV rays? So there's that too. So we can group them into categories of satin finish or gloss finish. Personally, what we use, it starts out kind of shiny, and after it sits on the tire about a day, it's more of a satin type of finish, and that's usually preferred by our clients. They want something that's not going to sling. So again, that's another thing that we're going to test. So again, let me know in the comments about that, on what you want to see tested. If you're not in the US, see if you can put a link on where I can get it. I'll look on Amazon or elsewhere, but I don't want to spend $50 on shipping to get a $10 product from Australia or something like that. So this is going to be a very expensive test with the number of products that are involved. As far as testing, what I'm going to do is, so I have a utility trailer. I actually have several of them, but I have a utility trailer that I have tires that are going to need to be replaced here pretty soon, so I can use these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wheel and tire off of that, and I'm going to weld a rig together with an electric motor that I can control the speed. But I've already done the calculations on what I need for about 60 miles an hour or 100 kph, which is about 780 RPM at the outside of the tire. So I have a tachometer it uses a reflective strip, and I can measure the RPM, so we know that roughly the speed that it's going. As far as what we're going to test for other than sling, so we'll apply the product, we will spin it immediately or maybe 5 minutes after application to see how bad it slings. So this is another area where it's going to have to be pretty controlled. So say I'm going to put 5 milliliters of product, and I'll use a syringe or something, put 5 milliliters of product on an applicator, and then put it on half the tire, leave the other half completely dry. Go spin it 60 miles an hour, 100 kph, see if it slings. We have to have a way to measure that to see. So my apparatus, my device that I'm going to make here, I'm thinking about putting like a large PVC ring around the outside of the tire, and that way whether it's white, so that way we can see the sling of the product. That's, if you have any other ideas, I'm all ears. I want to have a way that we can definitively test what's going to sling, what's not. The other thing that I'm thinking of is water resistance, because of course in these tests we have silicone-based stuff, which is polysiloxanes and that type of product, and then we have water-based. So of course water-based stuff, it's less prone to slinging, but it's not going to last as long. So what I'm thinking of is adding to this rig, I'm going to put some sort of water source that kind of at an angle, like that would simulate driving in the rain. So we'll continue to spin the wheel and, you know, put spray water on it for 5 minutes or something like that, and then look at it and see how it's survived, basically. So you know, any other way to test other than long-term durability, because, you know, with this many products, I don't think I'm interested in long-term. These products weren't intended to last, you know, a month or 2 months or what have you. So there's really no point in doing the long-term durability. The other thing, I guess, would be I can get a long roll of rubber and break it off into squares, and we can spray all the products on those individually, and you can see all in one, basically in one view, all of these different products and the finish that you can see, you know, as far as gloss, things like that. So I'm all ears. I want to set this up. You know, these tests are for you guys, so I really value your feedback. So I want to see if you have any ideas on how to better set this up. I have a lot of time and money that's going to be invested in this, so I really want to make sure that we get it done right. It'll probably end up being, as I said earlier, it's going to be 2 videos. Same type of test though. We're going to have the store-bought and we're going to have the higher end stuff. I have most of the store-bought stuff already. Some of the manufacturers are sending me some stuff free of charge. So there's Angel Wax, there's Ammo NYC. Some of those guys, they're sending stuff for the test, and there's several others that I forget who, but I had a lot of interest in this test. I just posted it on my personal social media, and people just went crazy because there were so many recommendations. And I know everybody has their own product that they like. So if you have that, you know, let me know. I'm interested. Do you use store-bought stuff? Do you use professional stuff? I'd like to hear. Somebody had suggested even putting a poll up, like a Google poll, to see what would be the most recommended. So that way you can limit it to like 25 of the store-bought, 25 of the higher end stuff. So, you know, this test is very fluid right now as far as getting the setup. So just let me know. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. There's going to be a lot of time and a whole lot of money invested. So that being said, another thing I'm doing at the request of you guys, because you guys have suggested, hey, you know, we want to support you. What can we do? Well, one of the things, of course, as you've heard me say before, any products you purchase that you've seen on this channel, you can buy through the Amazon Associates links that you see in the description of the videos. The other thing is, you guys have finally convinced me. I'm setting up a Patreon account, so the link to that is in the description below as well. So that all of the ad revenue from this channel and any other monetary anything I get goes right back into these products. So I'm not doing this for profit. I have my own job. You know, we own a detail shop as well. So there are other sources of income that I have so I can survive. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this to find out the best product. So as I said, all of the money goes right back into this channel. So if you want to support me, please use the Patreon link. Otherwise, just watch the videos, use the links, things like that. So Facebook did also offer the beta test to me for the applause button. So if you click on that, you can send some dollars my way through the channel. Google does keep 30% of that. So like if you sent me $1, I only get 70 cents of it, something like that. So anyway, let me know in the comments, guys. Sorry the video got kind of long-winded. So thanks again, and have the regular test updates coming here pretty soon. We're at about probably in another 3 days, we'll have the mid-month updates, and there we go. Please let me know. Thank you again.